Okay, well, it's been quite a week in this country, but hey, now we got football to distract us again. Vikings at Jaguars tomorrow. Um, we got off the the mat a little bit there last week, beating the Colts. Ugly win, but a very necessary win to keep from having the evil memories of collapses past. And now we're going into Jacksonville, and the big story, very surprising because I didn't know anything about him being hurt. Trevor Lawrence is not going to start for Jacksonville. Um, so we're going to get Mac Jones. Um, and people are bringing up, oh, Mac Jones played against us 2 years ago on the Thanksgiving night game, and he had like a career game almost. Well, that was at Donatel. This is Brian Flores. Um, so obviously, I mean, like Jacksonville's been a huge flop this year. I didn't even check to see what their record is. I mean, they're among the worst teams in football. Hell, if we put a hurting on them tomorrow, that could be the game that gets Doug Peterson fired. Wouldn't that be kind of a, a funny little coincidence considering he beat us in the NFC Championship game? Um, but yeah, I mean, Vikings were certainly going to be favored anyway going into this game. Now we should be big favorites, and yeah, I know you know we've seen the defense struggle, but I'm choosing to believe that the performance that we got from the defense against the Colts is a little more representative of what we can be. Maybe when we play these really good offenses, we're going to get kind of run over, but you know, when we play a lesser team, um, we should be able to handle it, and you know, we might be getting Blake Cashman back. He's at least practiced this week. Um, I think him and Pace are both kind of on the list as questionable, I believe. So, I mean, if we get those guys both back, that helps the defense that much more. We got another week of Cam Robinson getting used to the system, and of course, he's facing his former team now because we got him from Jacksonville. So I don't know if he's going to have any insight about that he can pass on um, about about the Jags. Hawkinson, his workload should improve a little bit. Get him a little more into the mix. Um, Darnold had a nice bounce back last week. Despite a couple turnovers. I mean, obviously he made some plays. Then he got some things done in the second half. But it's going to be a roller coaster. I mean, we just have to accept our lives as rooters for Sam Darnold that it's going to be the roller coaster, and he's probably going to make a couple mistakes in the game tomorrow that are going to make you want to just absolutely punch a wall. But maybe he'll also make some really great plays. So, and hopefully the great outweighs the bad. So I certainly think this is a win. I mean, you know, we got off the mat, 6-2, and now we got the rest of this month. We got Jags, Titans, then we got the Bears, then we got home games, coming against the Cardinals and Falcons, and technically, those are two first place teams right now, both. Um, but they're at home, and the Bears, like, we could get on a run of wins, hopefully. I mean, again, I don't think we're going to win every game. We're clearly not the level of team that is going to just peel off win after win after win and um, never be questioned about it. But I certainly think this is going to be a win. I certainly think next week should be a win, and then obviously at Bears is tough because it's a division road game, and despite winning some games recently at Soldier Field, I still consider that stadium a house of horrors. But you know, it's important to keep winning. Outside chance Detroit might lose. They have to play. I think it's a road game against Houston, and Houston's kind of fallen off a little bit. But I mean, hopefully the Lions lose at some point here. Um, I think realistically, we're kind of playing for like a top wild card, and then we get to go play a road playoff game. Um, against whoever the weakest division winner is, which is probably going to be whoever wins the West. So, um, but yeah, that's a long way to go. We got to take care of this easy schedule. We get a break. I mean, not that Trevor Lawrence is great. I mean, he got that big payday this past off season, I think, and he's been a flop. Remember the tank for Trevor crowd? Everyone always says, "Oh, we got a tank. Everyone's got a tank to get the top quarterback." Well, that it looks like Jacksonville is the latest example of that's not going to do everything for you, because he's not progressing, and maybe it's coaching, but um, he's not doing too well. So, but of course we don't have to worry about Trevor Lawrence. We're facing Mac Jones, who's another first round quarterback who didn't work out. Um, um, but I certainly I'd be very very disappointed if the defense reverts to Lions and Rams game level of performance. But yeah, I think this is a win. I think this hopefully is a comfortable win. I mean, like we never seem to. I mean, I guess we've had a couple of blowouts this year, but most of the time we don't seem to win comfortably. But I think this is a 14 or 17 point type of win. It should be. Hopefully, we you know have a really efficient game on offense. Hawkinson getting in there some more. JJ doing his thing. Run game. You know, another week of Robinson. Getting used to the system, and he played pretty damn well in the cold game, considering he'd only been practicing for a couple of days. So another week should help, and obviously maybe he's got just a little tiny bit of insight about who Jacksonville has on that side of the ball. But yeah, I think this is score prediction I'm hoping it's like a 28-14 type of game. Something in that range. Um, be nice if we had a nice just easy win, because we've had like uh, 4 or 5 stressful games in a row now. We haven't had a game that was just kind of easy one way or the other since the Houston game, I guess. So hopefully that works out, and we go to 7-2, and then we get ready for the Titans.